Good morning, students. Myself Suraj Kumar Soni, and this is our first video on the chapter of sound for the class ninth of subject science. Okay, first read the index. Which point we will do study in this chapter? This is our index. First, we will study about the introduction, then sound produced by the vibrating body. Point number third, propagation of sound in medium. Then point number 4, propagation of sound in vacuum. The point number 5, wavelength, frequency and time period of sound. These some points we will study in this video. Okay, this is your chapter 11 sound. This is a part of physics, and this is a chapter very most important. You have to learn this topic very sincere way and very carefully. Okay, let's start to from introduction. What is sound? How it create? How it generate? Okay, introduction. Have you heard the following sounds? Sitar, violin, veena, your favorite song playing in your iPod, temple bells, chirping of birds, vehicles horning in traffic, dogs bark, pressure cooker, whistling, cacker bursting, rattling, and the barking of the object, etc. While some sounds may be pleasant and some could be annoying. In this chapter, we will explore more sounds. Okay, I told you some examples that produce the sound. Sound, what is sound that are producing by every person? Okay, that is sound. Okay, uh, sound is a wave, it's a medium, it's a wave, it transfers from one place to another place. How the sound is necessary for us and which mediums are required for the propagation of sound, we will study in this chapter. Okay, this is a basic introduction about the sound. Sound may be pleasant and sound may be annoying. Okay, and the next slide is sound is produced by a vibrating body. First of all, you should know about that how the sound is produced. The sound is produced due to vibration. For example, if you take a plate and you hit by the spoon, then vibration is occur on the plate. That's why sound is produced. Okay, read the theory. Sound is always produced by the vibrating body. Always remember, uh, or retain or remain object does not produce sound, but after the beating them, due to the vibration, it produces sound. Sometimes the vibration is clearly visible and the sound is strong, whereas in the some cases the vibration is small and the sound is feeble. Feeble means not able to hear. Okay, the to and fro or back and forth motion of the body is termed as vibration and oscillation motion. Okay, means vibration means, what is vibration and oscillation? Vibration and oscillation both are the same terms. Vibration and oscillation are the same term, but vibration means movement of the any particle, any object from left to right or up to down. That is called vibration. That is a phenomena of oscillation. Oscillation is the also same process, shifting of the movement of the any compound, any particles from left to right. That is called motion oscillation. When a turning fork is struck hard against a rubber ball, it vibrates producing a sound. I think you know, in your school, when a bizy hit the bell, it produces sound due to vibrations. When the when the string is violin vibrate, it produces a sound. When a diaphragm of the drum is struck, it vibrate and produce a sound. These are the examples why how the sound is produced. Okay, move to next slide. This is the simple terms I told you how to scientists produce. Now, sound can propagate through the solid, liquid, and gas. These are the medium. First of all, you should know sound is a wave. Sound is a wave and it can travel from one place to another place. It require medium. You know, there are two type of waves. First one is electromagnetic waves, and second one is mechanical waves. Light that is coming from the sun, it is electromagnetic waves. It does not require any medium, but the sound is a mechanical waves. It require medium for the propagation of sound, or for the propagation. Okay, so sound is a mechanical wave. Which mediums are required? There are three mediums: solid, liquid, and gas. These are three mediums explain you how the sound is moved. Sound can propagate through the solid, liquid or gases. In fact, it needs a medium to propagate. Means without medium, you cannot the sound cannot move. Okay, a sound cannot propagate without medium. So every medium sound required a medium. The matter or substance through which the sound propagate is called medium or matter. A matter or a substance through which sound propagate is called medium. Okay, there are three medium of solid, liquid and gas. Sound can propagate through the solid. The doctor check us using the stethoscope. He can hear the sound from the within our body because sound travel from through solid. We can say that sound move through the solid substance. Means solid is the best medium by which sound can be traveled. Sound can be propagate. This is the pictorial diagram. You can see doctor hear the sound coming from our heart. Okay, sound can propagate through the liquid. In fact, there is this is low aquatic animals communicate with each other. Okay, sound is also travel in the liquid. Look at this. This is the diagram. This is the pictorial diagram. How the animals talk to each other. First one is saying, "I am going to sleep. No school today." Okay, and second one is saying, "Hi all, let us all have fun. Today Sunday." Third one is saying, "Hurry, I am going to for a swim." This fish is saying, "Hurry, I am going for a swim." And fourth one is yippee, means they are enjoying, means they are talking to each other, means sound is propagating in liquid medium. Point number third, sound can propagate through the air. This is the reason why we are able to hear a person standing near us speak. Generally, air is most common medium for the sound propagation. Means uh, air is the most common medium for the propagation of for the requirement of the propagation of sound. Without air, the sound cannot propagate. For example, if you generate a vacuum means there is no medium is present in the vacuum, sound cannot travel. Okay, these are three mediums. Now move to the next slide. Sound cannot propagate. You can see there are two persons, they are talking to each other. First one is saying, "Hi Kiran, how are you, long time to see." And second one is saying, "I am good, Aditi, how are you." Okay, they are talking to each other due to the medium of sound, due to the medium of air. Sound cannot propagate through the vacuum. What is vacuum? A area where no mediums are present is called vacuum. Sound cannot propagate through the vacuum. Here is an the experiment to prove this. Okay, this is the experiment how we can generate vacuum medium. Okay, this is a container. Container contain the cork. This is a cork. This is the electric connection. This is the bell jar. Okay, this is a bell jar and this is the electronic bell. This bell is connected through the wire and this wire connected to the switchboard. Okay, and this is the pump, vacuum pump, that after the suction of this pump it creates the vacuum in this chamber. Okay, now see next point. Take a airtight glass, bell jar and electric bell. Point number second, connect a vacuum pump to the bell jar. Point number third, suspend the bell jar inside the jar as shown. Now the bell sound will be heard very clearly. Okay, gradually starting pumping out the air from the jar simultaneously also ring the bell. Okay, the bell sound becomes fabular and fabular as the air is pumped out. When the air is completely pumped out, the sound will not be heard to all. Okay, sound is not able to hear to all. This prove that sound does not travel through the vacuum. This is the meaning. Sound does not travel through the vacuum. Okay, I can say that the sound required mediums. Without medium, sound cannot move. The best medium is solid. Solid is the best medium by which sound can be travel. Now propagation of sound. How the sound is propagate? I told you sound is propagate with medium. Without medium, sound cannot propagate. How you can say? Because I told you, due to the vibration sound is generated and due to vibration sound propagate. Okay, let's see the theory. Sound waves move from point of generation to the listener through the medium. When an object vibrate and produce a sound, the particles of the medium at the point of generation begin to vibrate. I am going to read again. When an object vibrate, okay, when an object vibrate, it produces sound. I told you earlier, the particles of the medium at the point of generation begin to vibrate, okay, and the particles of the generator, or the particles which generate the sound start to vibrate. Then these particles passes on the vibration to its adjacent or neighboring particles. Suppose this particle is going to vibrate, then it is shifted to next particle. The first particle come back to the its equilibrium position of rest. Okay, means first particle vibrate and goes to the second particle, and this second particle and first particle gives the vibration to second particle, and the first particle again comes to their position. Then the second particles passes the vibration to the neighboring particles, neighboring third particles, then again come back to the position of rest. This process continue until the vibration reaches the listener and he is able to hear the sound. Okay, as we see, the actual particle of the sound, actual particles of the medium do not travel from the point of generation to listener. The basic thing is that the particle which vibrate does not move from one place to another place. It does just transfer the vibration. It just transfer the vibration from one particle to another particle. It is only the vibration that travels through the mediums. Okay, for example, one particle is going to vibrate and the second particle, it contains the medium between them. Okay, this vibration pass through the medium to the second particles. Okay, this is called the wave motion. Okay, this is called wave motion. A wave is a disturbance that moves through the medium when the particles of the medium set neighboring particles into the motion. Since sound waves are characterized by the motion of the particles in the mediums, they are mechanical waves. I told you earlier, sound are the mechanical waves. It require any mediums. Okay, without medium it cannot travels. Okay, this is some pictorial diagram you can see and understand. This is the density of vibration. You can see density of vibration, and this is the partial pressure variation. Density and the pressure both are the, and what are these I told you. Okay, listen. Okay, in this pictorial diagram, C is the compression, okay, and R is the refraction. R is the refraction and C is the compression. What is refraction? What is compression? Look at the next slide. Sound propagate in the compression and refractions. What is compression? When a vibrating body move forward, it pushes or compress the air ahead of it, thereby creating a region of the high pressure and high density. These are called compression. They are represented by the upper portion of the move wave curve C. Okay, look at this. This is the compression, 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 compression. These are the compression. Okay, then what is the refraction? At the compression, density and the pressure is high. Okay, then refraction, when a vibrating body moves backward, it releases or loosens the air ahead of it, thereby creating a region of low pressure and low density. It creates low pressure and low density. These are called refractions. They are represented by the lower portion of the wave curve R. Okay, refractions contain low density and low pressure. These are the refraction. Okay, and the peak of the wave is called crest and the value of the wave is called through. Okay, this is the crest. This is the sound. This is the sound that is traveling. This is the sound. This is the sound wave. Okay, the height of the peak is called crest. Okay, and the lowest peak is called trough. Through, crust and through. These are the 2 points. Okay, you always remember. Sound waves are longitudinal waves. 2 things you always remember. Sound is a mechanical waves and the longitudinal waves. Okay, longitudinal waves and the mechanical waves. The individual particles of the medium move in a direction parallel to the direction of the propagation of the disturbance. The particle do not move from the one place to another, but they simply oscillate back and forth about their position of rest, thereby propagating only the disturbance from one place to another. Okay, now the next topic is what is wavelength. what is frequency and what is time period. Wavelength, frequency and time period, these are the 3 points of sound waves, three property of sound waves you can say. And what is wavelength? The distance between the consecutive crust or consecutive through crust and crust. Wait, okay, this is the crust, crust and crust. Distance between the two consecutive crust, or you can say distance between the two consecutive through, is called wavelength. Is called wavelength. Wavelength is denoted by lambda. Wavelength is denoted by lambda. Distance between the two consecutive crust, or distance between the two consecutive through, that is called wavelength. The symbol of the wavelength is meter. Okay, symbol of the wavelength is meter. Okay, now time period. What is time period? The time taken for one complete oscillation is the density of the medium is called the time period of the waves. Okay, for the completion of the one oscillation. For example, this is the pendulum of watch. It move from that side to that side and come back to the real position, that is called the oscillation. Okay, and for the completing of the one oscillation, okay, if one oscillation is done, the time, that is called time period. One oscillation require the time, that is called time period. That is the point is given. The time taken for one complete oscillation is called, the density of the medium is called the time period of the waves. It can also be defined as the time taken by the two consecutive compression or two consecutive reflection to cross a fixed point. It is represented by the symbol T. Time period is T. It is unit is in second. Means how much time is required to complete one oscillation is called time period. Okay, or okay, or you can say time taken by the two consecutive compression or two consecutive refraction, that is called time period. Now shifted to frequency. What is frequency? Frequency is number of vibration occur in 1 second. The basic definition is as number of vibration occur in 1 second. For example, in 1 second 26 vibrations occur. Okay, means 26 vibration occur, 26 is the frequency. Unit of the wavelength is meter. Unit of the time period is second. Wavelength, what is the wavelength? It's a length. Wavelength means length of wave. Okay, the proper length is distance between two consecutive crust or distance between two consecutive through, that is called wavelength. Unit is meter. Okay, you know how to measure the length by the meter. Okay, frequency, the number of the oscillation per unit time is called the frequency of the sound waves. I told you earlier, number of oscillation or number of vibration occur in 1 second is called frequency. The number of the compressions or refraction that cross a given unit point in per unit time is the frequency of the wave. It is denoted by the mu, and unit is the hertz. Frequency is denoted by mu, that is frequency, and unit is hertz, that is the hertz. That is the unit and that is the symbol of frequency. Now hertz. A sound of a single frequency is called tone. A sound which is a mixture of different frequencies is called note. Is a very pleasant to listen it. Note and tone. Note is the mixture of 2 and 3 frequencies, and tone is the one frequency sound. What is the formula frequency? Number of oscillation take place upon time. Okay, number of oscillation take place upon time, that is called frequency. I think you understand very well. What is sound? Which mediums are required by the sound? What is the how the sound is propagate? Okay, and what is the propagation mediums? What is sound? Solid medium, liquid medium, and the gas medium. What are the property of sound? The first property is wavelength, second property is frequency, third property is time period. Okay, what are the formula? What are the symbol? What are the unit of these of this property of the sound? Now shift to the next slide. Now it's your homework time. Just question number first. Can sound move without medium? You can write the answer yes or no. Okay, which medium is required for traveling of sound? which is the best medium of sound? Question number third, which is the best medium of sound? Question number four, what is frequency? Question number five, what is time period? And question number six, explain the propagation of sound. These are the six questions, okay, of this topic. Learn very well. If you're not able to understand the video, see the video again and again and understand the topics. And I would like to tell you, please make a notes and do this homework in your notebook. Okay, do this homework in your notebook. And tomorrow we will make the another video for the next topic of of this chapter, sound. So read this video, see this video, and learn. Okay, and enjoy it. Okay, bye bye.